Hey, welcome to Lady Cadence Island. The last time I had a design video posted, I was showing you how I was clearing out this middle section so I could prep for the July set. We're in the middle of July. I finished that a while ago, and this is the completed version of it. So I've got a nice part going on here in the middle. We've got lots of the marvelous item trees, but I'm hiding them because I don't like to see the dog peeing. Sorry, not my thing. This was a cute little decoration, the milk bar from an Orchid Society Sweep the Board. So that was done. This section, of course, was not changed at all because these were all items from last year's July set, Orchid Town set, and they were repeats this year. So they were fine and cute. Now the whole back here is all the same as well, just a fun summery waterway. Lots of fun stuff going on in the water, boats and such. And then, of course, the Talbot's house with the windmill beside it still. This is all the same. Some slight little differences in how I changed some things around with the gazebo and the decorations there, flowers and such. But basically, this part is all the same. I did switch things out, so the stable is here now, and I've got a big kind of outdoor eating area with a fire pit and all these garden walls here, and of course the winery, wine tasting vineyard going on here, and then some tile base here I added to this section. Now most of it, of course, was this section was changed. I did take out some buildings, put those over onto Magnolia Island, and then of course the center section is all new. So that was the new items, and then of course I had totally redone last time the front of this island in preparation for July. Now I'm going to redo this section in preparation for August, which is the Venice set. So I'm going to be taking a lot of buildings off of here and storing them over on Magnolia. I'm going to keep this section the way it is because it fits kind of the Venice theme already. I've already got some of the decorations from previous year's set, so we will show you that. Let me show you what is to come as far as the new decorations. We don't have repeated decorations yet given to us, but we do know what the 8 new ones are going to be, which are really adorable. So I'll show you those, and also 4 new decorations that are going to be either side challenges as far as rewards for side events or sale items. Also don't know those for sure. Now I did just post a short that shows all of those really quickly. You'll want to see that just to keep for reference. But I am going to take this apart. I'd like to put this section all at the front here of the island, and then have the back with lots of extra tile, and then spaces for both some of the previous year's Venice buildings as well as space for the new ones coming in. So let me rearrange some things and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. All right, before we dig into redecorating, let's look at these beautiful new decorations. The grand prize, of course, is what you get once you complete the set. I love that one. And then this is one of the marvelous items you can get from the pink star boxes. And of course, you see how it goes with that water tile, which is available already in the permanent shop. You can create canals or pools with that if you want. And these are the 2 other special items, the single square marvelous item, and then the item that's always available for diamonds if you choose to use that. So those are both adorable as well. And don't forget that the diamond purchase one, you don't have to get it right away. It will almost always come back as either a side event reward or usually as an item from the memoir shop at the Deja Vu store. So just be patient, wait for it. It will come around again if you don't have diamonds to spend on it. And here are 2 of the decorations that are 2x2 square items that will be in the set that are brand new. Of course, as you see, that goes with the canal again and connects with those as well as the tile pieces. And that cypress grove, that's beautiful. Now that would also connect with the dirt path, I believe. So that's a really pretty option as well. And these are the final 2 new decorations for the actual seasonal set. I love these because they're worth a lot. and you can replace just the 3 flower count tiles with some of these. I'm hoping to use these in a fun way with maybe the Poseidon statue or one of the other single square statues and put kind of the fountains around it, as well as those beautiful mosaic tiles surrounding it to make an art form. Okay, so I'm over here on Laurel Island just to give you an idea of what I mean by making use of those tiles, and not only with the Venice set, but with other sets that use these tiles as well. So you notice how I've got this little statue here. I'd like to put the mosaic tiles around, surrounding it in the 4 spots where I currently have just the 3 flower count tiles. So that's already going to add a huge amount if I add those in at 40 a piece. Now I could also put one of the fountains in either 1 or 2, you know, either top or bottom, or side to side. So that is another option. However, I don't want it to be too busy or crowded, so I probably would just use the mosaic tiles surrounding it just to give it a little boost of interest, but we'll see. So that's one area where I'm going to use those mosaic tiles and potentially the little fish fountain, besides using it in only the Venice set. Now, this island, I have currently the German set going on. I'm going to add to the German set, probably replace some of these beautiful alpine things. Potentially, we'll see, with some of the German set items just to make it a fuller scene that's more Germantown only in this bottom area here. So I will see about that. But again, wanted to show you the tile, how we can make use of those beautiful mosaic tiles that they're going to be giving us, as well as the fountain. And speaking of other islands, this is Marigold Island. Now, I have used a lot of my Italian or Venice set over here, just as a nice big compilation. However, I am going to be transitioning some of these over to Orchid because I think it would look good there. I can't remember. I had actually a bigger building over on this side. Anyway, and some trees that covered that part, but I'm going to be taking up some of these, like for instance this beautiful one that was the prize from last year's completions prize, and then a couple of these other buildings to put over there, as well as some of the tile. Again, I'd like to make use of that mosaic tile and do something really pretty, so I will be moving some of those over, and I'm not going to necessarily worry about replacing it and making it work so much as just adding in the empty spot some of the buildings I switch out. So this is what it looks like now, though. It's really pretty. I like the space. I might even grab this one. This was a beautiful pizzeria from last year's set, a bonus one, and I love that one, so I might scoot that over as well into and just make it like a really big feature point on Orchid. So this is currently Marigold, and like I said, it is done already and really cute. The whole carnival fair going on, a little Halloween section in the back, the fall river boat area, and then of course this big kind of complex. So I will switch out some of the buildings and then be back to show you what I have in store. Now, before we get into redecorating again, here are some more decorations that are coming. These will not be part of the seasonal set. However, they will be either side event rewards or sale items. Could be for Club Mysteries, could be for Sweep the Board. I have no idea, but they're so beautiful. And I'm not sure if that tree isn't animated because the butterflies. I'm really hoping it is. Really love it. And here are 2 more single square items that are going to be bonus decorations. Again, they might be sale items. I think these probably most likely will be sale items, so stay posted to find out. And here is the island redesigned. As you can see, I put the estate complex, same idea, but just scooted it down towards the front, along with this entryway here. This front part's the same as far as the fences and the flags. Just have a lot more tile added in here, a lot more buildings, have my ball down here, and it's a lot bigger. And a lot of these little empty spots, of course, are going to be for the new little fish fountain tiles. And then I'll replace some of these regular tiles as well with the mosaic ones, like these here surrounding those fountains. I plan to switch out with the mosaic tiles. Right in here I'll have space for the little gondola decoration that's coming up, and then right behind it, that corner marvelous item. And then in this little space, I will put the completion prize, and I'll show you a mock-up of all of this in just a second. But now, in order to make room for all of these additional decorations, just lots of extra tile, extra space for the ballroom, I've added these towers back in down here. All of these buildings that were over in the on Marigold have been added in here too. So to do that, I did squish a lot of my coin producing buildings together. I tried to combine them to make them look like they're just go further back. So they're still usable, but just kind of squished together a little bit more to hopefully get more space in here. A little bit different design. I am actually making use of the amphitheater. I usually try to hide it. Not my favorite decoration, but I feel like it kind of works with this setup. The other part I'm not super sure about is over here. I do always have to keep kids' playthings by the cabin since it looks like a little play cabin, like a kid's one. So I did block that off with trees. I'm not sure about the baseball diamond there. And then the setup with the firehouse and fire truck there. I am missing my little hospital I usually have, so I'm not sure if I'll redo that or not. We will see. The other thing is I don't have a lot of room for bushes now that I used to. If you'll remember, I used to have space, the crisscross pattern of grass. So I had space for like 8 bushes at a time of gift bushes because I actually do give all of my 8 bushes every single day. So I do need to make more space for that, and I need to think about that. For now, I've got space because I've got these for the waiting for those new decorations to come in, and I do it specifically this way. That way I can take a screenshot and then plug in the decorations just in Photoshop so I can see kind of what it will look like and give myself an idea, and then I can plan around that. So that's the basics for this month. I will show you the mock-up really quickly, and then you can have some of your own ideas of how things will look. So here's the initial idea that I have for the tile decorations, the little fish fountains. You'll notice the gondola over on the left, that marvelous item prize, as well as the completion prize just tucked in the back there. And because I did do a mock-up, I realized that that one building with a little awning and it has a little bit of the water added to it, I thought that worked better on the far left and then putting the completion prize beside it. So I think that will look better. That's one of the reasons why I do the mock-ups. I love those little tiles, the mosaic tiles. They're so pretty. I'm excited to use those. And I may add more of those in, maybe by the bathhouse. We'll see. I also snuck in the tree, which is over all the way to the right by that checkerboard grass. So that's, I'm hoping it'll be like either a club mystery or a sweep the board prize. We'll see. Not sure what that's going to be. So this doesn't include all of the new decorations like that cypress grove I'm missing. I will most likely put that up on the other part of the island where the winery and vineyard are, because I think it'll match better up in that section versus down in the bottom of Orchid. And as I mentioned, we don't know what the repeated decorations are going to be, so can't really plan those out too much at this point. However, I do have a really good kind of idea in place for now. And here, as I mentioned, is my Germantown with those mosaic tiles added in around that statue. I really love that. The yellows go so nicely with that main building from the German set. So cute. So that's the idea with just the tile. Of course, you could make it a whole checkerboard look. I feel like that might be a little much, or you could just even surround the whole statue with the tile to make it squared off. That's also an idea that would work. I kind of like just the 4 tiles only. I feel like it's not too much, but it does highlight and it does add an additional 30 to the flower count. Now here it is with the fountains, both top and back, or front and back. That's another option. Not sure I'm crazy about that option, but this is again why I do this, so you're not wasting coins on something if you're not sure you're going to like it. I probably would like it on either side, on the right or left, and then the mosaic tiles around and possibly surrounding the whole way. I'm not sure. I might play around with that some more just to get some more ideas, but it's kind of cute, and again, it bumps up your flower count as you do it. So that is my island all ready for August. Have my empty spaces all ready to plug in those tiles. We'll replace some of these other tiles with the new ones. Have everything all set up so things can just be plugged in immediately, and I can make use of those beautiful decorations. I did put my baseball diamond back for now. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that other tree, when or if that prize is going to come through. I will most likely make a checkerboard pattern out of these tiles using the mosaic ones because it's got that yellow and blue, just like the yellow and blue of the bathhouse. So we will see, and that would definitely boost my flower count up. I did also make some space back here for the cypress grove. I think that'll be a nice spot for it. It's a good flower count amount. And I may also switch up some things so I can add a couple of those in here. We'll see, just again to boost the flowers, and it's something pretty and new. Now, over here, I'm not sure what I'll do with tiles over here. I don't want it to be too busy. It looks pretty good the way it is. So I am, again, not sure. We'll see. I may replace just a few just to make it have a pattern. We'll see what I end up doing. But again, I like it the way it is. And this section is all ready to go for Venice 2025. So stay posted, and I will definitely show you how things turn out when I am finished decorating. And one more time, we'll take a look at July, since we're in July right now, and the completed July set. So we've got our beautiful outdoor eating areas, playground, parks, houses over here, summer fun in the backyard. Love the paint store. Love this cute little house, and I have connected it to the hair salon actually, so it looks like it's part of it. So that's the shop, and then the little house behind it. So anyway, that's all the cute summer stuff for this month. I will show you really quickly too over Willow how I used one other of these beautiful little park bench decorations. I love the pathway with that, so it works really nicely with anything that's green and you've got that dirt path flowing. Because I did take out the dog walker. She was over on Willow. I put her here instead. So let's go over to Willow, and I'll show you that really quickly. Okay, there's my beautiful Willow Island. We still have this dirt path kind of connecting everything, the little intro to the island. You've got your little welcome center. Then you can go through the garden pathways here and kind of walk all up in this area. So I did rearrange things in here, as you can tell a little bit. And then this is where I stuck that other one. I just think that is so pretty, and it works really well. And then it connects to my other pathway that leads you into this little collection of buildings as well. That is 3 buildings connected together. Greenhouses, a little gift shop, and then that was the completion prize for the Botanical Bliss set actually, but it looks nice all together as if it's one giant building. Love that so much. And then of course I've got all of my greenhouses here, really boost my flower count up, plus makes it look really pretty. My little water area here, so that's all the same as I had before. This fun little relaxation zone, tropical. And then of course I still have my little outdoor party going on, and it's a tropical theme as well. So that is Willow Island, but you can see how that little park bench, that looks so nice, and it goes with anything that's got the dirt pathways. It connects really well with that, just to add another path and a beautiful couple of trees and benches and some characters as well. So really enjoying my Willow design. I love this one. I will probably keep this like this for a long time. This is one of my favorite islands. This one, and then Sunflower and Laurel are all really set as far as their designs. I will be changing Laurel, like I said, to add more of the German set decorations, but Sunflower's probably going to stay the same. And real quick, because why not, I take another look at Sunflower. You see I have that same Botanical Bliss kind of welcome center here, as well as the ticket booth. And this is, you know, a little just a nature preserve. Now I did change things around a little bit, probably since the last video I have of Sunflower. I did switch my little waterfall bridge decoration down here, and the tree, the guy with the tree, because it kind of covers up my alligators. I have way too many animals on here now, so I kind of wanted to cover some a little so it doesn't look as crowded. But I just think this is pretty. I moved these guys up here in place, and I thought that this looked like it was coming down as a natural waterfall instead. So I really thought that was pretty. And then we've got, of course, more greenhouses, butterfly house, beautiful water features up here, lots of fun things, the waterfalls from the Botanical Bliss set, and lots of other fun decorations that we got from the Savannah set. Love the Savannah set so much. For June, that was a really fun one to do. Lots of new decorations to work with, and they work so seamlessly with both Mexico and the Botanical Bliss sets. So love that combination. And this, again, I will probably keep just this way for a while because it's one that I really love and it works nicely. So thanks for watching. Again, we'll keep you posted on when Venice comes out and that set is done. So I'll give you a final tour of what it looks like and how I rearrange things to make Venice work on my Orchid Island. So stay posted and we will see you again.